What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, J Randall Uncensored. Today, guys, I want to speak on the topic of every 304 has a sob story. Now, this is incredibly important to know as men because, as we all can see, society is filled to the brim with 304s. Now, what tends to happen is that as you're going throughout your dating journey, your dating life, you will come across a particular type of woman. Now, this particular type of woman is actually a very bad person. She's a horrible person, treats people horribly. She's riddled with trauma, right? She's been out here on the town, right? She's been sexually liberated. She's been out here finding herself, as they like to say these days. And you don't know that, though. You don't know that. When you meet her, you meet a pretty girl who, treats you pretty nice, and she has one hell of a story to tell you. And the story's gonna go something like this. My parents hate me, they treat me like crap, my friends abandoned me, nobody cares about me, nobody's there for me, I'm always there to support everybody around me, and I'm always giving people my love, but they always do me dirty. And just nobody seems to reciprocate the value that I give. And I've just been so hurt by everybody. And the world's just done me wrong. And none of it's my fault. And I don't know why this is happening. Why are everybody so mean to me and evil? And I just want to find somebody who I can connect with, who I can build with, who will treat me right. That's the gist of the story you're going to hear from these chicks. Now, you hearing this as a man, your default reaction is going to be to believe her. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, how could anybody treat this sweet, innocent girl so cruelly? How the injustice, how could this have happened? No way, no way. And then here's where your instincts is going to kick in. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to be the guy who swoops in and shows her that I can be loyal. I'm going to be there for her in all her tough times. I'm going to be supportive. I'll be there for her financially, mentally, emotionally. I'll help heal her trauma and show her that there's good men out there. And in return, we'll have a happily ever after. That's what you're thinking. That's definitely what you're thinking. And here's why you're thinking that. You see, as men, we need to be aware of our biology and our psychology. The same way we need to be aware of women's biology and psychology, we need to be intimately aware of our own. And baked into our psychology as men is this desire to be the hero for a woman. To come in and save her, to help women. It's built into us to help women. We see a woman in need, we want to help her. Now, this works against us a lot of the time when we encounter these types of women. So you'll do exactly what I just mentioned and think you're going to come in and be the superhero and prove that you're everything everybody else in her life wasn't. And let me tell you how that's going to play out. You're going to come in, you're going to start dating her, and you're going to start going above and beyond. You're going to be there for her financially. You're going to be taking her to and from work. You're going to be supportive to her emotions. And when she wants to vent, you're going to be there. And you're probably going to get about a solid month and a half to 2 months of gratitude. She's going to be singing your praises about how you're so much better than everybody else. And you're the only person who cares about her. And you're so amazing. And you're going to feel like this is great. She's seeing my value, she's seeing my contribution, and she appreciates it. You're going to get about a month and a half, 2 months of that. And then things are going to start to slowly change. Slowly but surely, the appreciation dries up. And now the sacrifices that you're making on her behalf, it's no longer a sacrifice, it's your job. She expects that of you. In fact, if you're not able to deliver, she's now holding it against you. You can't pick me up from work today? Oh my gosh, like, what's the problem? Like, you can't send me money? You don't want to listen to my problems for the 10th time for today? Oh my gosh, you're just like everybody else. See, I knew you were gonna do like this. Everybody always does me dirty. And all of a sudden, you're the villain because you're not doing your job, or the stress and the emotional, baggage that she's coming to you with, that you have to deal with every day, is finally starting to weigh on you. And you don't want to hear her complaining every day about the problems going on in her life. You start to become depressed, and then you tell her, you know what, I just can't deal with that today. See, I knew it. You're just like everybody else. And slowly but surely, she's going to start treating you like crap. Taking you for granted, not appreciating or respecting your contributions and your sacrifices for her. And as she begins to start treating you like crap, you're going to begin to see why it is she's in the situation that she's in. Why it is she's alone in life. Why it is she was abandoned by her family and her friends don't want to deal with her. Because the veil is going to start getting lifted, and you're going to see that this person is actually a horrible human being. She takes advantage of people. She is a manipulator. She's a liar, oftentimes extremely lazy. You have to carry her on your back just to get her to the next, point in life. It feels like you're taking care of a child. And you've realized that you've taken onto yourself a burden that you never even anticipated. That's what's going to happen to you. I'm telling you guys, you need to be very careful when a woman comes to you and starts complaining about life and how everything is so horrible and, people have done her dirty. Because here's the thing. Do bad things happen to good people? Of course. But do bad things happen to good people their entire life? No, bro. Very rarely. When you're a good person, good people want to surround themselves with you. They want to treat you well. Good people, get good outcomes a lot of the times. If her entire story is one negative, dramatic soap opera, chances are she's the problem. Because yes, as a good person, I've had horrible things happen to me, but that's not my entire life story. That's not my entire life story, bro. Be careful of these 304s that come to you with these sob stories. Be very careful, because they will drain the life out of you. And you will find yourself in a position where you've taken on a burden that you never thought you were actually dealing with. A lot of these girls are not good people. A lot of these girls deserve to be in that position. She has this horrible backstory because she deserves to have that horrible backstory. She's not a good person. And everybody in her life has figured it out, and now you're figuring it out. Take a woman's sob story with a grain of salt. And if she has a dramatic sob story, don't even deal with her, bro. That's trauma. That's baggage. You can't save her. You need to drop the hero complex. You're not looking for a girl who's a fixer-upper, who needs therapy. You're not there for that. You're not there to fix somebody else's life. You can't fix her. As a matter of fact, all you're going to do is lose months, if not years, of your life giving immense amount of value to someone who's not going to appreciate it. Because I promise you the relationship's going to end, and there's not going to be a thank you. If anything, she's going to villainize you. You're going to be the villain after sacrificing so much for this chick. She's going to look at you like you're just another person who did her wrong. And none of that contribution to her life is going to matter at all. So I say this as a warning to men. Every 304 has a sob story. Take it with a grain of salt and do not take it seriously, okay? Don't deal with those type of chicks. You do not want a chick with a sob story. Find a chick who has a regular life, has people who love her, has people who respect her, and people who treat her well. If everyone in her life has treated her like crap, there's probably a good reason for it. But that's the message for the video, guys. Please go ahead and like the video. It helps boost the engagement. Also, guys, check out my second channel. It's called Jay Randall. I do reaction videos and cover red pill topics on that channel. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can go check that out. And yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, take it easy.